First Easter off work in 15 years, and we're hitting the road, chasing the ultimate camping spot. We kick things off in Wodonga, following Billabong Creek, the longest creek in the world, to scout out new bush camping sites. Cruising through a few classic Aussie towns and a quick stop at the famous Canago Pub gives us time to reset and hatch a new plan. The plan was to meet up with my brother and his mates, so we detoured to Mathoura and set up camp on the banks of the beautiful Edwards River for a well-earned weekend under the stars.
Yeah.
It's going to go straight through that shed.
Oh no.
Yeah, see, black paddock, look. Told ya.
Oh, it has gone over the charcoal. Look at it.
Pull into this drive and you go straight at it.
Starts picking us up.
It's starting to die down.
Maybe it's because we're too close to it. Like, looks like it's died down.
Stop. Why doesn't it pull up? It's going to go straight over here. You still see it?
You can still kind of see it, eh?
Yeah. Right in the middle of it. Here it comes.
Oh!
We're in it.
Hold on.
We're in it. We're in it. How cool is that?
Whoa! We're definitely gonna have to wash the car when we get back.
How cool is that?
Those power poles.
Love somebody to put in the comments. These power poles out here, now we've had this discussion about Stobie poles in South Australia. Now we are in the Riverina area, I suppose you'd call it, and these power poles, there's two poles with a crossbeam between them and 3 lines. I don't understand why the 2 pole scenario. If anyone can tell me why, write in the comments. Thanks.
Leave it in the comments below.
Leave it in the comments below.
Some sort of nest.
So if anyone can tell me what lives in these, write in the comments below and tell us. They're in every tree around here, all the way through. There is empty ones and full ones. I don't want to poke one, but how do you know? Big snake. Where do you go?
The bra fence.
Yeah. We are just outside of Mathoura, looking to catch up with my brother and Oliver, his mates. So we'll update you as we go along. I've got no idea where the campsite is. But
we stopped yesterday and had a look.
I'm just going to get a photo.
Brownie turners just up here.
There they are.
We are following Gulper Creek in Mathoura out to the Edwards River, I believe. Yes, look, he's driving.
I am.
So, just follow where Uncle Glenn's going. See him way down there?
Yeah.
Up to speed. Glenn in front of us, and
I don't know what's the camera.
Harry's right. You don't have to. You can't show them where to go.
I see the pontoon there, man, to the left.
Oh yeah, it's blown, right?
Looking so handsome. Oh, you have your way. And it's making
Smile for the camera.
me done. You and your style.
That's such a fake smile.
I'm not showing you my fucking missing teeth.
It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. I try to sleep, but you're deep in my mind. Got a hold of me. When I'm awake, I'm all blind. You and your magic, like infinite power. God knows I try to resist, but you're pulling me closer. Oh, I gotta stay away, but you won't let me. No one makes me feel like you do, and no one sets my body on fire, and no one gives me shivers like you.
Oh, it looks so nice. The orange blood. Eating it up.
So, just cooking some bacon and eggs, and somebody demanded something. I'll show you. Breakfast in bed.
Breakfast is right.
Makes me feel like you do, and no one sets my body on fire. No one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it
Alright, we are here again. I love cooking with this thing, and Bri just cooks the best food. Now, I'm cooking lamb chops tonight, but you can change the temperature and move the meat around, swing it on and off to get more heat if you want it, raise it up and down. But we're having some lamb and rosemary chops tonight, and some salad. Alright, well, we'll have to charge it. Fishing, eating good barbecue food. Look at it. This is the campsite.
This is Harry.
There's Harry.
Hello world. The camera here. This looks like. I can tell you I'm going to be eating a lot of it at the fire. Oh.
Will I lose all my dinner?
Look at that. I don't know if the camera can see that. Let's move this around. Oh, I lost some on my knee. He's got the log propped up.
I've got my table. The official.
Trying to film the failure.
It's Red Gum. Is the name of the company.
Anyway, I'll film this later.
We've got hot water. Kick-ass hot water in it. I just stick the gas bottle there. I've got a pump in the actual car itself. So it's just plumbed up into this corner pocket here. So it's tucked up in there. I've got hoses and that there. That literally, the pump itself, if I plugged into the creek at the back over here and ran a cord up, it would pump water. And I would have full-time hot water. But we just fill up the jerry can and it sucks out of that. So yeah, nice hot water for the dishes, and minimal setup, I suppose. I'll show you the shower later on. One thing that I used to ask myself all the time when travelling, especially in a little setup like this, one-piece rods become a nightmare when you're travelling in a caravan or anything else. I love my one-piece rods, don't get me wrong, but they're hard to travel with. And a few years ago, I come across the Bone Voyage series of rods, and they are a 4-piece rod and absolutely magnificent. If you haven't seen them, jump on Bone's website. Bonely makes a great rod. If you haven't seen what these things are capable of, you want to check his black bass stuff out, catching big black bass on a 4-piece rod. Well, it's just about to rain, but what we need to... All right, so with a 4-piece rod, the bonus is how small it packs up and what you can do. So I carry a couple of different ones. Obviously, I've got this intermediate rod here that I use for cod and yellow belly and stuff like that. Then I've got lighter weight ones that I use for like redfin and brim. And then I've got some heavy duty ones that I use for the barra and stuff like that. But literally, and these neoprene bags that they carry, and it's very hard to break them when you put them in the bags. And once you're in, they're protected. They've got a slot for each rod, and they just wrap up like that. And then you can have the high quality rods that you want to use where you're traveling. You don't have to buy cheap rods because they keep breaking. So Bone series of rods, check them out. I just keep my ATC reels in their bags, put them in the car, and away we go.
If you're worried about weight and still want to take a boat, the Canoe is the answer to your question. 29 kilos boat, electric motor 10 kilos, you can't go wrong. Lithium battery, you're set up and away you go.
Out lure fishing, but we are here bait fishing. Now we've got this magic little spot down here which I'll pan around and show you now. So this spot is awesome. We've got our bait rods in here, and we're just fishing off the bank in between. Well, it's the heat of the day, we're sitting in the shade and we're just fishing off the bank. I really enjoy it. There's something that touches my soul of fishing along the Murray and the Edwards and all the tributaries. It's just a beautiful place to be. Now, tricks, bait fishing tricks. One new one that I've got is chicken hearts. You can buy these from most butcher shops, and they're cheap as chips. 1 heart per hook. We've already been busted off twice on chicken hearts. So that's a new thing for me. That's something for you to. But this is a tried and true method for bait fishing here. I just go into my local butcher that does cheap meat. So that for us is Arnold's, and we go and buy whatever chicken is cheap, and it's normally drumsticks. This week they're a little bit dearer than normal at $6.99, but normally you can pick them up for like $2 or $3 for drumsticks because you can get enough meat off them. I'll show you my recipe, and I'll show you what to do and how we bait fish along the river. So nice sharp knife, get your chicken, and there's nothing formal to it. I just cut chunks off, whatever it is, whether it's thighs or
breast or whatever you're using, it doesn't really matter, but I like to cut them in pieces that I'll actually use, and a nice sharp knife helps. Now all the rest of this will go in the shrimp pots to catch some live shrimp if we can. So same thing, just in chunks that I'll use on the hook. Drumsticks I just find nice and easy, because the meat is nice and tough and stays on the hook really well. And as I said, the leftovers, we're not trying to be too tidy here, but and these have been well used. Just a couple of shrimp pots. You can get them from any tackle store. They're nice and easy. I don't have to explain how these work, but in general, as I said, the leftover chicken legs, I'll just put 3 in this one. I don't even bother putting them in a bait sack. So then you just put your drumsticks in, find a nice little spot. I'll put one in here just in front of camp. Alright, so you can see they're fairly big chunks, but not over the top. So, and there are some smaller ones there if you're using a smaller hook. But this is where it becomes my little secret recipe. So the day before I leave, I make up my chicken. I normally do this all at home. Put it all in a sealable bag. Alright, and this is my secret recipe. So garlic salt, about half a jar of garlic salt, and the old one that nobody can say. Alright, it's Worcestershire, who knows, but you want to put a good amount of this in here to coat your chicken, and then, like you would with any marinated food that you're going to eat yourself, give her a good stir up. That's it. Put it in the fridge overnight and keep it in the fridge all weekend, and you'll have bait all weekend to use. Harry, what's your biggest cod at the moment?
A metre and a bit.
Metre 14, wasn't it?
Metre 14.
Metre 14. So, and that's what we used for that fish. So we've had this in the fridge overnight. We've had it all soaking, and it's nice and simple. I just use circle hook. So you just wrap it through twice, leave plenty of hook penetration out for the hook, running sinker to the bottom, nice light line, and that's your bait ready to go. You don't have to throw it out too far. There's a nice little deep section of the river here. Now I like to put my rod holders back a little bit, and there's a reason for that. Because everyone that fishes along the Murray would know this sound, and you'll hear it for days after you go home. But yeah, it just makes it easy to put it on and off the rod. There's nothing worse than leaving the bells on and your neighbours thinking that there's all these rods going off and everything else. Don't worry about it. Just take it off to bait up and everything else and put it in your pocket. But we got 2 rods, one with the chicken heart, one with the chicken. We'll check back in later, we catch fish. What sinker you should pick for here and why?
Well, your sinker should be matched with the flow of the river.
Yep.
So you don't want it too light or too heavy, because you don't want it like moving with the river too far from your rod.
Yep.
So this one.
Yep. Just a nice little light sinker. I'll come in on that. Yep. All right. And what size hook?
What size hook? This one.
You tie that on for us.
I will. Alright, you get your sinker through the line. Look at that. Now we grab the hook. Anyway, here's the hook. Tied the hook. You put the piece of chicken on there. So we've got this here. Chicken in the hook. Has been set up. Bell. Line. bait, chicken, hook, sinker, hook, line and sinker. Dad just woke me up to say look after the rods while I go help Uncle Glenn. And I just caught a fish. Now, I'm not an expert in fishing, but I think it's quite cool to fish.
They just haven't seen love this plainly.
Got a fish?
When they ask what on earth
Look at
is
that.
going on, just tell
I've
me you reckon
cast the rod back in, and as you can see, Dad's coming back from his little
it's like an old
boating trip.
fashioned.
I'm speaking to the camera.
Whiskey poured out in our
Say hi.
glasses.
There he is.
You are something sweet. Sip you
The size of this.
Caught a turtle.
habit I thought I could be.
Just let it go.
Love's got a hold on me.
Look at that.
That is huge.
I'm sorry, big guy. I was going to say little guy, but we're showing the neighbours. I'm going to go grab the camera and take some photos. I don't know if they were recording me.
He'd nearly reach around and bite your finger.
Oh yeah, he would. Gosh.
Go and put him there.
Yeah.
Well, at least I put my money down on it.
Chicken?
'Cause to me, our love is like an old fashioned. Finest whiskey
Yep.
poured out in our glasses. You are something
Oh, there he goes.
Off he goes. He's heavy too.
Yeah.
in repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be. The old fashioned love's got a hold of me. Old fashioned love's got a hold of me.
So is it just one heart?
Which hook is it?
Yeah, old-fashioned love. We've had pain and lovers go. We've been around enough to know what this world
What metal is?
is. Something like
What's that big roll looking like?
Strasbourg.
How far out do I cast?
Not very. So 2 lengths of the boat.
Oh yeah.
That's at the shortest end, right?
old-fashioned love, yeah. 'Cause to me, our love is like an old-fashioned. Finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet. Sip you slow, then repeat. The habit I thought I could be. Old-fashioned love's got a hold on me.
We're watching a master of work.
Love. Old-fashioned love's got a hold on
I was showing the camera go, put the sock on.
The rod sock.
Yeah.
Well, if you got this far in the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, do all that stuff. It's always something that we forget to say, but we do appreciate everyone that does watch our videos. We're only a micro channel, not even a small channel, we're a micro channel, and we're having a
So tell us what your thoughts are. Give us some feedback. That'd be really appreciated. Positive or negative, it doesn't really matter.
Hopefully positive.
Well, if it's negative, we won't listen anyway. But thanks for watching, and yeah, until next time, we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye bye. See you later.
No.
No. Oh, finger pistols. I did that.
What about the YouTube clap? G'day, everyone.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? All right, gonna go.